So I've already done a video for part A of this FRQ. This was the answer right here. So we're going to go ahead and do part B, and then I think we'll probably do part C in the same video. So solve for K if P of T is, or P of 2 is 700. So I got to figure out this variable right here. So I'm just going to fill in 700 here, and then T is 2, so that'll get to be 2. So I'm going to go 700 equals 800 minus 300 e to the minus 2k. Move the 800 over, I get minus 100 equals minus 300 e to the negative 2k. Divide out, I get a 1/3 when I cancel some things out. 100, negative 100 over negative 300 equals e to the negative 2k. Now, I want to get rid of the e to this so I can get to the k. So I ln both sides because they're inverses, they're opposites. So I get ln of 1/3 equals, I'll write it out, ln of e to the minus 2k. These guys cancel. This simplifies to ln of 1/3 equals e to the, or sorry, this cancels with that and pumps out that. So it gives me minus 2k, which will come over here, and I get k equals, actually move it up a little bit there, so I get k equals ln of 1/3 divided by negative 2. Now I plug that into my calculator because it's a calculator question, and I get that the value of k is 0.549. So we're good to go there. That's the answer for part B, because it says solve for k, blah blah. Here's what k is equal to. So k equals, put a big box around it. For part C, you see it in red there. I want to find the limit as t approaches infinity of P of t. So I'm looking for the limit as t approaches infinity of 800 minus 300 e to the, I get negative 0.549 times t, close parentheses. So one thing I'd like to point out before I evaluate this limit is that this is a positive 0.549, but I wrote negative, and I did that because this guy's a negative here. If you go back to the video for part A, I dealt with the negative in one spot when I was doing the integration, and you have to make sure you do that, otherwise you're likely going to mess this up, and you might get the wrong k value. You might get k equals negative this, and then the AP would mark you wrong, even though you might write the final answer correctly. Anyway, so I got this guy right here. I'm looking for that limit. We know that that as t goes to infinity, I get e to the negative really, really big number, right? So if we think about e to the x, we know that e to the x looks like this. E to the negative x looks like this, right? So this term right here is going to go to 0 as t approaches infinity, because this thing goes down and down and down and gets flatter and flatter and closer to the axis. So you don't have to explain that. You can just say that, if you know that that's true, you can just say, all right, well, that thing goes to 0, so boom, this limit is equal to 800. And that is our final answer for C.